Hi, this video talks about what is a string. Look at the codes here. txt equals to Python is fun. This create a string and store the string in a variable called txt. A string is actually a collection of characters. You can view it as a container storing all the individual characters. So this is effectively how the string is stored. And this whole string, this container, the name is called txt. And all the characters are stored in different positions in the string. And the size of this string is 13. First thing we learn about a string is we can use a function called length. So if you put length bracket and put the variable inside the string variable, it will go and count the number of characters inside and return the value. So if you print this length of this text, you will see 13. So we can use the length to find out the size of the string. Python allows us to do some string slicing. You need to know how to use the square bracket and the column to do the slicing. The rules of the slicing is similar to how a range works. There is 3 parameters you need to specify. So first parameter is start from which position. The second parameter is specifying stop before which position. And the third parameter specify what is the step. So for start and stop is talking about the position in the string. So if you see a negative number, it just means the position from the back. For example, if you see -2, it means the last second position. As for the step, if you did not specify, it defaults to +1. Plus means goes from left to right, and 1 is every time is 1 character. If you see a negative value in the step, it just means the direction is from the right to the left. Look at this example. If we do a print and we put txt is the name of the string, square bracket 5, what are we doing? If you see square bracket with a value, this 5 means the position. So we are getting the character at this position 5. As you can see here, this position 5 is storing a character n. So if you print this value, you will get n. This is just getting a character from the string. It is not doing any string slicing. To do a string slicing, you have to have the square bracket and you also need to have the column. So now if we do this, print text square bracket 0:5. So this is doing a string slicing. 0 means starts from. So you start from position 0. 5, you stop before 5. So if you go from 0 and stop before 5, we did not specify the step. So by default is +1. +1 means it's going from left to right, character by character. So this effectively prints from 0 to 4. That's where you see Python. 0, +1, +1, +1, +1 to 4. You can also omit the start position. You want to end before 5. And the step you did not specify is default to +1. They know you're going to go from left to right and stop before 5. So by default, they will start from 0 and they will print the same thing by Python. So you can omit the start if you want. You can also omit the end. If you omit the end, it just means towards the end. Okay, so if you start from 5, you want to go towards the end, and the step is default +1, effectively is 5 to the end. That's why you print, you will see n is fun. 5 towards the end. If you see this, text starts from 5 and stop before -1, as we mentioned, negative in the stop means from the back. -1 means what? Means the last position. So you need not know how long is the string. You can just put -1 to say, I just want it to go towards the end. 5 to -1 means 5 towards the end and stop just before the last character. And the step is +1, so left to right. So effectively is 5 all the way to U. That's why you'll see n is FU. You can also omit the stop before, means it goes towards the end, right? So you start from 5, go towards the end. But if you specify the step is -1, means it goes from, instead of left to right, it goes from right to left. So 5 towards the end from right to left means 5 from right to left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So it's this way, and you will print out this string. After knowing how to slice a string, we talk about how to traverse a string. means we use a loop to loop through the characters of the string. If we just want to print out individual characters in a string, we can use a loop to do so. We use a for loop. So for a variable, we call it ch, in the name of your string text txt, print ch. So if you do this, it will look through every character in the string from left to right and put the characters inside ch. So as you loop, you are printing the character. Effectively, you are printing all the characters one by one till the end. This is just a simple example to show you how you run through the characters in the string. If we just need to print out the values or access the values in the string, this is good enough. If we want to know the value as well as the position of the string, there is another method we can use. We can use the range method. So length txt here returns 13, and this length of string effectively is getting 13 into here. And for position in range 13, you know position is going to go from 0 to 12, right? So we use this notation text bracket position. So effectively, this will also print all the characters in a string like this. Okay, so text position will look through 0 to 12. Effectively, you are printing text 0, text 1, all the way to text 12. If you are just trying to print the content of the string, character by character, then you can just use this simple notation. This is more flexible. So when do we use this notation? We can do something like this. For position in range text, if the position %2 equals to 0, so we are testing whether this is a even position. If it's an even position, we can say we want to print this character text txt square bracket position is actually getting one character. Print this character in uppercase. Dot upper means get the uppercase of this character. So if it's an even position, we print it in uppercase. Else means it's an odd position, we print as the normal case. And then you will see Python is fun, where you see the fun F and N are even position, they are now uppercase, where the U is still the normal case. So we can do something like this, which is not possible for this notation. So if we just want to know what is the value in the position and print it out, you will see that it's actually a range printing a value from 0 to 12. After knowing how to traverse a string, we talk about what are the methods of the string. Python allows us to manipulate the string. It provides a lot of methods. And how do you know what are the methods? You just put a dot at the string and the methods will be shown like this. So if you put txt dot, and you will see all the methods will come out. Okay, so these are all the methods of the string that we can use. We will talk about a few common ones. So using some methods. The first method we'll talk about is dot upper. So if we put txt with no square bracket, means it's the whole string. Dot upper, it returns a string. There is an uppercase version of this txt. Okay, it returns another string. It doesn't change this txt, but it returns another string. And we will store this string in another variable called a. And when we print a, we will find that it's the uppercase version of the txt. So dot upper changes the case for all the characters in the string. We can also use txt.count method to go and count how many n's inside this string, and then it will return you an integer value we will store inside this variable called number of n. And we can print this text has how many n's inside, and you will see that they will print Python is fun has 2 n's inside. Okay, so this method will help you count how many n's inside this string. We can also use the .isupper to check whether this string is an uppercase. If you use the square bracket 0, you are not testing the whole string, but you're only testing the first character. So you can test the whole string by not using square bracket. You can also test a particular character by using the square bracket and the position. So in this case, we are testing the first character, is it upper? So in this case, P is uppercase, right? Which is true. So if it is upper, we want to print this text starts with uppercase. And you will see that they will print Python is fun starts with uppercase, because this P is an uppercase. We can also use .replace to replace certain character. So txt.replace f, s means we want to replace f character in the string with s character. So the whole Python is fun, this f will be replaced by the character s, and they give you another string. We don't change the txt. And this string we store inside B, and as we print, you will see Python is sun. We've reached the end of this video. I hope it helps you in understanding how a string works. If it is helpful for you, please help to like the video. Thank you.